Hello, it's Madeline at Italy Beyond the Obvious, and this is lesson 7. This is tools to help you run your business. I really wanted to talk about tools because they are huge for me. They are super time saving. They make me efficient. They make me not forget things. The ones that I pay for are definitely worth it. That said, I didn't want this to be a lesson of all the possible tools that you could use to run your business. So I've just really narrowed it down to the ones that I find the most helpful, the ones that I pay for, and then I'm going to talk about why I find those helpful, so that if you're listening and you think, well, that sounds really helpful, but I don't want to pay for that, then I kind of describe why the tool is helpful to me. And if I know of other tools that do the same thing, then I'm going to talk about those too. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you find this useful. So here's what we're going to talk about today. These are all tools to help you run your business. So super, super important, following up, how you will never forget to follow up. There is a tool I use that I totally depend on and I totally love, so that I never forget to follow up with anybody. Trip planning, the 5-step process, how to make sure nothing falls through the cracks. Your client itinerary. This is your product. This is the product the client is going to see. It needs to be easy to read. It needs to be useful. It needs to be complete. It needs to be pretty, ideally. It needs to look good. Email list. I have a couple tools that I totally highly recommend in order to build an email list and an email newsletter. Invoices and expenses. This is probably a obvious one, but I figured I should cover it anyway because it is an important tool that helps me run my business. And customer testimonials, where do you put them, and how I'm going to throw in how you get them as well in this lesson. And then I just have a few miscellaneous additional tools that I wanted to share. Okay, first of all, how to never forget to follow up with anybody. I love and highly recommend Boomerang. I use Gmail. It works for G Suite as well. It works for Outlook as well. And essentially, Boomerang is a plugin that you add to Gmail. And you can just go to Boomerang for Gmail or Boomerang for Outlook, and you click on it, and it will add it to your Gmail or your Outlook. And so here's what happens when you install Boomerang. So this is an email. As you can see, the email is, the subject line is Milan Apartments. And up here, there is a box that says Boomerang. And Boomerang just means return this email to me under the following conditions.